The miracle was over. The crowd of 5,000 had been fed. The disciples, exhausted but amazed, gathered the 12 baskets of leftovers. As dusk settled, Jesus did something strange. He insisted that his disciples get into the boat and go on ahead of him to the other side, while he went up on a mountainside by himself to pray. But as night fell, the Sea of Galilee became violent. This was not the first storm they had faced, but this time there was a crucial difference. Jesus was not in the boat. They were alone. The wind howled against them. The waves crashed over the sides. They were straining at the oars, fighting for every inch, but making no progress. It was the fourth watch of the night, just before dawn, their darkest and most desperate hour. And then they saw it. A figure, walking toward them, on the water. They screamed in terror. They thought it was a ghost. They were seasoned fishermen. They knew the sea, and they knew that men do not walk on it. In the middle of their panic, a voice cut through the storm, a voice they knew. "Take courage, it is I. Do not be afraid." It was Jesus. He wasn't just in the storm, he was walking on top of it. He had authority over the chaos that was threatening to drown them. And then Peter, impulsive, passionate Peter, does something incredible. He shouts, "Lord, if it's you, tell me to come to you on the water." He was testing the voice. He wanted proof. And Jesus gave him a one-word command: come. So Peter got out of the boat. He stepped onto the water, and he walked. He was doing the impossible. But then, he took his eyes off Jesus. He looked down, and he saw the wind. He saw the massive waves. He remembered his fear, and in that instant, he began to sink, crying out, "Lord, save me!" Immediately, Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. "You of little faith," he said, "why did you doubt?" This is the core of the miracle. Peter didn't sink because his faith was too small. He sank the moment he stopped using it. He sank when his focus shifted from the power of Christ to the power of the storm. Immediately, Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. "You of little faith," he said, "why did you doubt?" This is the core of the miracle. Peter didn't sink because his faith was too small. He sank the moment he stopped using it. He sank when his focus shifted from the power of Christ to the power of the storm. We take that first step. We're walking on water for a moment. But then, just like Peter, we take our eyes off the goal. We look at the wind. We read the negative news. We listen to our doubts. We see the size of the waves, and we begin to sink. We forget that the one who called us is also the one who commands the storm. This story is not a lesson about never being afraid. It's a lesson about what to do when you are. Peter sank, but he knew who to call out to. His failure became his rescue. Our faith isn't measured by our ability to prevent sinking. It's measured by our reflex to reach for him when we do. Your storm is real. The wind is loud. The waves are high. But the one who walks on the water is more real. The question this miracle asks us today is not, how big is your storm? The question is, where is your focus?